नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू venusastro। venusastro में आपका स्वागत है। How are you everyone? Hope everyone is doing good. So yesterday we released the video of ninth Lord intro. Please make sure you watch that video. You get the concept of, understand the concept of ninth house, what all things that we look at from ninth house and ninth Lord. And so that when we are going to learn about ninth Lord in the first, second and third house, you'll be able to understand in a better way. Always remember this concept that Lord is going anywhere, then Lord has to take the result and come back to the ninth so that Lagna can access the ninth house, the bhagya, get the fruit from there. Fruit is not going to be somewhere else. Lord will go and take the result back. So that you need to understand. Otherwise, if it is getting blocked at the ninth house or some other places where the Lord is, you won't be able to get the result. Let me share my screen and let's talk about ninth Lord in first, second, and third house. Ninth Lord in first house. This is one of the best placement for the ninth Lord, apart from the ninth Lord sitting in the ninth house. Any trine, if ninth Lord is there, that's a good placement. Ninth Lord in the first house. Why I'm saying good placement? Because your bhagya, fortune, is coming all the way to you in Lagna just to ensure that you have good access to the bhagya. You'll get support of your father, you'll get support of government, you'll get support of boss. If there is no malefic influence or less malefic influence, easily one can predict that for whatever this Lagna, this person will do, he'll get support from father, government, and boss. But what if there are malefic influence? One malefic influence, still all those three will be supporting you, but there will be some challenges. Your father might get angry because of whatever that you XYZ do, but still he will support you. If it is more than one malefic influence, 2, 3, 4, you know that it's hard for you to access the bhagya. You will not get support of your father. Your boss is going all the way fifth places from itself, and the house of service is sixth. So if you count from sixth house, that is eighth placement. Eighth is the new beginning. If there is a malefic influence, your boss has gone all the way to the Lagna, 8th from 6 to ensure that you get the new job. Now, benefic, promotion, malefic, gone, terminated from the job. You need to look for the new job. Why I'm saying? Because it's also in trine to the 5th house, because 5th house is 8th from 10th, new beginning of the karma. The 9th Lord gone to the 1st house. Now, you look at all these connections, 9th Lord, 1st house, 8th from 6th, the new beginning of the service. It is in trine to the 5th house, new beginning of the karma. Clear-cut indication, malefic influence, dasa, antardasa will come. Your boss will terminate you. If it is not malefic, there's only benefic influence, you can say, oh, you're going to get promotion in this dasa, antardasa. This is how you need to form the connection to predict, and predict with guarantee that this is going to happen. Obviously, when I say guaranteed prediction, go to D10, D9 for whichever matter that you are evaluating, respected vargas. So this is, I'm talking about ninth house and ninth Lord. This is also about the house of government. If the benefits are there or influencing ninth Lord in the first house, you are going to get benefited from the government. Because opposite to the ninth is third. If there is a connection between 3, 9, 1, and let's suppose person is doing something related to government, you can say, if or doing something, for example, let me give you example, Mars activities in the property, construction and everything. You can say, man, you go and do work for the government, get the contract on all third houses, the contract, you'll be doing better. Let's suppose you want to see the job because Ketu is there, the flat, going to Sun. This is all like government job combination. You need to see which all planets are there. Mercury is land, and let's suppose agricultural land, and then water, moon is there, and then Mars comes, irrigation department, for example. You can come up with the departments also, which department this person will work for the government. So this is how you can evaluate ninth Lord into the first house. You can see this is also bhagya of your first child. This is really good. If your bhagya is good, if you are getting support from government, it means that your first child will have good bhagya. First child is going to enjoy the bhagya. First child, higher education will be really good. Ninth Lord into the first house. Let's take the example of government, malefic influence, forming connection with the 12th house. 12th house is jail, asylum, all those things. What does it mean? You have done something wrong with the government or government policies, not followed the rules. Be ready to go to the jail. Don't take it literally. We need to evaluate Lagna, 12th, jail yoga is there or not, how strong or weak the Lagnesh is. So this is like you just pick one and look at. For example, adventure. Who is interested? Lagna is interested. None other than Lagna is interested in adventurous sports or adventurous activities. Long distance travel. So this person will go for long distance travel because ninth lord is associated. It's also showing mountain areas and all that. So this is ninth lord into the first house. But you look at ninth lord sitting in the first house aspecting seventh house. It means this ninth lord has interest in your relationship or in your business. Now I'll give you example of business, that where and how to identify the challenges. Where are the challenges, how to identify, and for which planet we need to do the remedies. Simple example, ninth lord into the first house. Let's suppose a good planet sitting here, and Lagnesh is also there, Lagna lord. So ninth lord and Lagna lord both are friends. They are really happy together. They are aspecting seventh house. You are happy, business will flourish. Let's suppose an enemy planet of these two sitting in the seventh house, blocking this house, not allowing these two planets to aspect and give the result or influence the seventh house. What you are thinking? Oh, I have all this Raj Yoga. The trine is coming to the quadrant, sitting with the quadrant lord. This is Raj Yoga. Mahadasha is there. Why I'm not able to start the business? Or why I'm not able to grow the business? You are running the business, let's suppose. Because the planet sitting in the seventh house, enemy to the ninth lord and the first lord, not allowing these two planets to help seventh house. So you need to do the remedy to make sure your seventh house is released from that planet, rather than doing remedy for ninth lord and the first lord. Generally, people, they'll take a trine and give the stones and all that. Don't do that. Another example, oh, aspect is good. There is no planet here or the friendly planet sitting in the seventh house. It means the business will grow. And this person, through eighth lord, has taken, let's suppose, loan also. And because somebody said, wow, you have everything right. Ninth lord in the first lord in the first house, both are aspecting seventh, friendly sign, fantastic, go and take loan, person gone, went and took the loan. But because you have to start new business, let's suppose your third house is afflicted and a malefic sitting, not allowing these two lords in the first house, not allowing them to access third house. Sorry, you won't be able to start the business. Even after having all the bhagya, even after having whatever the money that was required, you won't be able to start the business. And that's where you need remedy to release this house rather than working on all these planets. This is the beauty of Jyotish. You can exactly pinpoint what all the problems are. Now, let's suppose I just add one more thing. Your A6 is sitting here in the third house. What does it mean? What A6 is doing? A6, I always say, enemies that you can identify. And your younger brother is there. Might be possible your younger brother is not allowing you to start the business, creating problems for you. Or your father-in-law, same, this place. You can catch hold of all the relatives and you know exactly who is creating trouble for you, not allowing you to start the business. But to see the hidden enemies, you need to catch hold of the 12th house in the 12th lord. See, where is 12th house? Where is 12th lord? What kind of connection is forming with the third house or third lord? Then you get to know who is the hidden enemy and trying to influence you in terms of not allowing you to start the business. This is again like when you look at all these permutation combinations, then only you can say, hey, here is the pinpointed result. Now, ninth lord, good condition, you have good bhagya and all. For your elder, that is the house of courage. Forget about your own bhagya. You look at your younger elder siblings. If they are courageous, if that person, let's suppose male or female, your brother or sister, courageous, you can say, okay, I am going to have good access of bhagya. My father will support me. My boss will support me. I'll get support from the government. If that is the condition, your younger brother is going to earn a lot of money because that's a source of income gain for him. Your mother will have good work, a good profession. Your spouse, that is seventh for your spouse. Seventh is Marka. If ninth lord is afflicted, sitting in the first house, why you are disturbed? Because that is your head area. Because your spouse's health is not good. He or she is struggling. It's not that you are going to get head injury. Ninth lord in the first house afflicted by 2-3 malefics. It's also that your spouse may get a lower abdomen disease. Look at the planets and all that. I'm not getting into the planets. I've talked about the planets so many times. I'm giving you that how to look at the chart, how to read the chart, how to pinpoint the prediction. This is ninth lord in first house. Now, I think I've covered destiny, guru, blessing. Okay, you are going to find the guru in the dasha, antardasha. I've talked about government, boss, travel. And also one more thing, if ninth lord in the first house and afflicting the first house, it means that is the indication that this person is going to leave the native place and go somewhere else. Else, which place? Third, short journey, or only ninth, long journey, or 12th, foreign settlement. It's not only the fourth house affliction. Even Lagna is afflicted. Sorry, you won't be able to be there because Lagna is not happy in this house. The moment you change the place, Lagna changes. Otherwise, changing the place from India to some other place would have not changed the bhagya of that person, the couple. So this is ninth lord into first house. Ninth lord in second house. This is challenging position for ninth because ninth lord has gone sixth from itself to access the prarabdha. Now, if I say father, government, boss, guru, your guru, you can find it to your family. Your family members will help you finding the right guru for you. Number one. Number two, government has gone to see your wealth. Hey, are you doing something wrong? Are you doing something wrong? Are you doing something wrong? And there is a connection with 12. Okay, it means you are going to get punished. This is clear-cut indication because this is also in trine to the sixth house, court cases and all that. If ninth lord in the second house, affliction even through the planet sitting in the sixth house, not friendly, it means something related to taxation that you have done, you'll get punishment for the same. If that's a condition, you look at your dasha antardasha when you got the notice from government. Easily you can see, not ninth lord into the second lord forming connection with the ninth lord forming connection with the second. All these combinations will help you understand that, okay, these are the problems that can come in my life. And that you need to do remedy and all that for all those problems. This is also your speech. And ninth lord is your boss. If it's afflicted in the second house, there is affliction in the second house. It means when you are talking to your boss, you are not speaking properly. Your speech is enemy for you. And you are ruining your relationship with your boss. And again, this is like in trying to the service. So if that is the problem, you can see what all challenges that you need to face. This is also house of food, what you eat. See, ninth lord is also responsible to show you bhagya. Correct? Now, let's suppose ninth lord is Sattvic planet. Planet like Jupiter, planet like Pakshabala moon, Sattvic planet. I'm talking about sun. And you are having tamasic food, Martian food, enjoying. It means there will be challenge around accessing the bhagya. You won't get support from of your bhagya. This is really important to understand. See, ninth lord placement, again, there is one indication. Indication is whenever a third person is involved in your relationship, it's hard to do the remedy. I always say this. Second house is the longevity of your relationship, longevity of your spouse, and also the relationship. And I say that don't do fasting on the day lorded by the second lord. Okay? Second lord's day, you should not do fasting. And why? Because if you do fasting, you are blocking that energy to go inside, which is responsible to give the longevity. On the other hand, if third person, why third person? Because first spouse, this is second spouse, this is third spouse, or third relationship, you can say, rather saying spouse. So if third person is coming and sitting in the second house, showing that that person is interested in impacting your longevity of your relationship. So what I'll say, oh man, do the fasting. Let's not allow that energy to go inside. Now you see how complicated it is. This house, always I say for all, never do fasting. Ninth Lord sitting, that person in the life creating challenges, then the remedy is do fasting. That's the problem. Ninth Lord in afflicted, if afflicted and sitting in the second house, shows that there will be challenges around relationship and it's hard to find remedies. And that's where I say, go to Devatas. Devatas will help you. Catch hold of Devatas. Identify the right Devata in the chart who is responsible to help you throughout your life and do remedy through that Devata. Devata will guide a planet. Hey, you don't disturb the relationship. There's a guidance from Devata and done. You keep on wearing the stones and all, nothing is going to work. This is the combination. Looking at the chart, Upapada Lagna in the second house, you can say whenever there is a challenge in the relationship, sorry, it's hard to find the remedy. Matter is going to get complicated. The same concept I'm explaining here. That is a risk, ninth lord in the second house. Also, if it is afflicted, you'll get all sorts of disease related to your mouth. Let's suppose you are a smoker, then the mouth cancer and all those things. Ninth lord sitting in the second house, aspecting eighth house. What does it mean? This ninth lord is interested in astrology, occult research, data science and all that. If in good condition, you can say you are carrying this knowledge from the past life, because bhagya shows past life. A ninth lord sitting in the second house, giving you ability to predict in astrology. And this is really good combination to become astrologer. This is one of the combination, not all, because the first combination is you should have blessings of Jupiter and Shukra, Venus, Guru, both the gurus. It's not like I'm learning Nadi, so I'll have only Shukra's blessing. No. I'm learning Parashrita, so I need only Guru's, Jupiter's blessing. No. You need blessings of both, because this is occult science, which is in trine to the 8th, 12th. 12th owner is Jupiter, an exalted planet. Planet gets exalted here is Venus. This occult science is also a path on which you can walk and get moksha. And to attain moksha, it's important that you should have blessing of both the gurus. Otherwise, if both the gurus from 12th, if they are not blessing you, because Jupiter is also house of sustenance for occult, you won't be able to sustain in this. You might do all those cheatings, making fools people, so people are coming to you. You are creating all that nuisance stories about the planet. I heard people, they say, if you want to do a remedy for Hanumanji, let's suppose if you have any problem, not Hanumanji, Mangal, if you have any problem with Mars and all, go and take red bricks, do this and do that. Is the planets are idiot? I'm asking, are these planets, are these graha, are they fool? You'll take the red bricks, put a red cloth on top of that, go and leave it somewhere and they are happy. Mantra makes sense, because you are chanting and just calling your devata and saying that, hey God, help me out. Makes sense. Fasting, you are punishing yourself. But taking that breaks or going or pouring something in the water, I don't think so. I don't agree with that, but that's okay. So yeah, now what about travel? This person will be fond of traveling along with family members. And when he's traveling, he loves carrying food and all that, because house of food, house of family. He also loves dealing in cash until unless Rahu is there. So I don't want to get into that, because Rahu, Ketu, we need to understand. And some other, like I'll start a series for Rahu, Ketu very soon. So this is ninth lord in second house. Ninth lord in third house. Again, this placement is very, very critical, important, whatever we say, because ninth lord has gone seventh from itself. Ninth lord in Kal Purush is Jupiter. Seventh from itself is the Maran Karak Sthana for Jupiter. You can blindly say, you will be writing. You will be writing something. Good or bad, I'm not interested in. That's a different thing. We can evaluate. But ninth lord in the third house, person will be interested in writing, drawing, painting, whatsoever. Use the hand, because Jupiter is defeated. Jupiter is not interested in fighting, not courageous. So the priest will go into the room, and whatever that he knows, he'll start writing. So writing, drawing, painting, whatsoever, the creative things, he'll do that. Now, whether that writing is good, writing good poems or not, that's a different matter. It shows third house is short journey, ninth house is long distance journey. It's all about journey. This person will travel a lot. It means when it comes to the job, you can see this person can work in a travel agency or travel related department and all that. It's also house of contract. Sun is the Karaka in the ninth house for boss, government and all. This shows that person can work with the government in some contractual format. Good at creating contracts or working on contractual basis. So that you can predict. This is also your younger sibling. And seventh, so you can say seventh is, ninth house is seventh for your younger sibling, Markesh. Markesh has gone to the first house for your younger sibling. Malefic influence, going to get a lot of challenges around it. And if that's the case, remember your mother is going to get hospitalized, because from mother, ninth house is sixth and gone seventh from there, which is 12th from your mother. For sure, your mother will be hospitalized in that dasha, antardasha. But this is really good if you want to start a new business, because new initiative is third house. Ninth lord bhagya, Bhagyesh has gone to that place. This is also ninth bhagya house for your spouse. What you need to do when you are starting new venture, you are starting new business, just include the name of your spouse. Whether he or she is working or not, at least do that. Put them on paper. Give them some position and slowly ask them to get involved in this one. So this is really good position in terms of doing business together with your spouse. And if there is A7 associated, it means business partner. A6 involved, then you know what all things. Enemies, really challenging to start the business. Who all the enemies? Look at the planet aspecting, planet setting and all. If you are courageous and the courage is coming through the ninth lord sitting in the third house, no need to look at the chart. You can say your first child will have really good gains and all that. Your spouse is going to have great bhagya. Your father, even being the marka sthana, nothing will happen, at least in that dasha antardasha. Even your mother will go for foreign travel, not in a hospital or some religious places, because for mother, that is 12th house. Could be involved in the spiritual practices. This also shows ninth house is religion. Someone who is interested in moving here and there and talking about the religion, spreading that knowledge across. This is a house of communication. This person is very much interested in doing that. So ninth lord in third house, this is really good for writing, traveling, government job, government contracts, all those things. The only challenge, malefic influence, not good for you in terms of your health, 8th from 8th. And the house which is responsible to give the sustenance to the 8th house has gone to the third house, which is 8th from 8th with malefic influence. It means you are going to struggle a lot with respect to your health. Your mother will struggle. Father will struggle, because that's a marka sthana. 3 and 6 both owned by Mercury. And 3, I talked about communication, contract, and all those agreements. From 6th, if you look at, this is 10th place. 6th is prarabdha. 9th is bhagya, which is attached with prarabdha. And this is the best combination. If there is no malefic influence, you can guarantee that whatever business that you're planning to start, please do that, because that is coming from prarabdha. You have the knowledge of that business. No need to have support of anyone. You can do it by yourself. Just look at Dasa, Antardasa and transit. This is ninth lord in third house. I hope you enjoyed the video, and tomorrow we'll come up with the fourth, fifth, and sixth house placement of the ninth lord. And please like this video, subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying along with me. Thank you very much. Namaskar.